Good morning and welcome to video 3 of a series of 4 that documents a journey from Land's End to Ness Point that Alan and I are undertaking on behalf of the British Heart Foundation. This is the EndPoint walk and we're currently on the Land's End Trail in Wiltshire as we approach the Pewsey Vale. Finished yesterday's video on leaving Warminster and Alan and I had a lovely wild camp in Tottenham Wood up on Salisbury Plain, where Claire Loader came and met us, brought fish and chips, beer, fudge, fruitcake, fruit, water. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Claire, for looking after us last night. It made a big difference to us because water is pretty scarce up on Salisbury Plain. And then this morning we've met Sheena Findlay, Andy Todd and Lucy Robbins from the Wiltshire LTWA who've come out and supported us. They've brought food and water for us as well. Thank you so much, guys, for your support and help. Alan and I are raising money for the British Heart Foundation and we're currently just over £3,100. And the next few days should be pretty straightforward walking for us. Today we're walking to All Cannings. It's a shorter day for us. We've got a campsite called Little Owls Campsite booked. And the hosts have already said they're going to let us stay there for free and we're going to donate their charge into the pot. Tomorrow we're heading over the Wansdyke to Avebury and up onto the Ridgeway National Trail, and then the next day we should get to Streatley, and there we're going to take a rest day. We're going to get over to Alan's house, do some laundry, get everything clean and buy some food in preparation for the next stage of the trip, which will be along the Ridgeway towards Tring. Thank you so much for the donations you've made so far, really is appreciated. And just a quick update on Alan's leg. He has had some problems with his lower left shin. We don't know whether it's shin splints or whether it's muscular or tendonitis, but he is managing it. He's using ibuprofen gel, and Sheena's brought him some spray and he's quite happy plodding along and is not really affecting the journey too much. Our feet have dried out. All pain that we experienced with the wet feet from a few days ago is gone. It's a fantastic day. Blue skies, white fluffy clouds. Let's keep plodding on.
and welcome to day 17 of the EndPoint walk. Yesterday saw us leave the Little Owls campsite at All Cannings, and we headed up through the Wansdyke area and then through an avenue of stones, finally ended up in Avebury, the largest stone circle in the world, where we then concluded the Land's End Trail, and then we spent the rest of the day on the national trail, the Ridgeway, and we camped in the woods very near to, but not on, Wayland's Smithy. If I may, I'd like just to talk a bit more about the cardiac arrest situation, if you don't mind. So we know not many people survive cardiac arrest, and sadly out of some of those, they require far more attention and care on a daily basis than others because of the physical and mental limitations that we may have incurred. Without a doubt, all of us at some point will be very scared and uncertain of what our future holds, and perhaps desperate to get back to our old normal, where this is probably not likely now because of sort of physical and mental limitations that we're faced with, whether it be the medication we're on or the restrictions in our capacity to do sort of physical exercise and so on. But it's not the end of the world. Given the alternative, I'd rather have that. The thing is set yourself little goals and try and do things perhaps that you've never done before. If you're concerned about the medication that you may be on and the side effects and things, by all means, please contact your GP and discuss that with him. Regarding memory loss and capabilities, I certainly write down everything I can, including the answers, because I'll invariably forget what the questions were and so on. But there's little tricks you can do. But the key thing is to stay really positive, because you are a survivor, you're not a victim. And who knows, you could really set yourself up with some fantastic opportunities, new hobbies, meet new friends, you know, a whole range of activities and things that can be done. Anyway, thanks for listening, and keep those donations coming. It really means a fantastic lot to Dave and I as we work our way across to Ness Point. Thanks for listening.
Well, good morning, and good morning from day 19 of the EndPoint walk, a walk that Alan and I are undertaking from Land's End to Ness Point on behalf of the British Heart Foundation. We've had a rest day in the last couple of days. After Alan spoke to the camera, we walked into Streatley, and from there we got ourselves across to his house, took a rest day, resupplied, had a lovely rest, recuperated, and we're looked after by Anne. She cooked us a couple of meals. Anne is Alan's partner, and we really ate very, very well. So thank you, Anne, for everything you did for us. Thank you again to Anne for then taking us back to Streatley the following day, from where we could continue our walk. And then yesterday, John Pennifold and Fiona Harrington from the London LDWA group met us and walked with us along the Ridgeway, along the Grimms Ditch to as far as Nuffield Church. It was lovely to see them. Thank you, John and Fiona, for your support and for wanting to walk with us and your company. It really was very pleasant indeed. Last night we stayed at White Mark Farm campsite, and that's the last campsite that we're going to stay at, we think, for the next 7 days. We've got 7 days of stealthy wild camping ahead of us. There are just no campsites along the route that we can see between here, Watlington, and Diss in Norfolk. But we always knew that. We always knew it was going to be a bit challenging. But we are looking forward to Sunday, when we're going to be meeting up with the Essex and Herts LDWA group, who are going to walk with us from the Deacon Hill area towards Royston. And we really are looking forward to seeing them. So that's going to be a lovely day on Sunday. But for now, we're going to keep plodding on. We've raised just shy of £3,600, well over our original target of £2,000. So thank you to everybody who's donated. And if you are watching this and you haven't donated and you feel inspired enough to do so, please look in the description below and you'll see the link to the Just Giving page. Thanks for watching. Hello, and hello from day 20 of our EndPoint walk, where Alan and I walk from Land's End to Ness Point raising money for the British Heart Foundation. Now normally I would talk to the camera at the end of the week, and that would be tomorrow. But the forecast for tomorrow is awful, truly awful, and I'm not sure that I'm going to get much filming done at all. Forecast we've seen coming in comes across at about 6 o'clock in the morning and does not stop raining until probably about midnight. Comes in various waves. We're expecting heavy rain in the morning, easing up in the afternoon, and then more again in the evening. Tomorrow we're going to be walking with Catherine Gregory and her son Eddie. They're coming out to see us and braving this bad weather. So thank you, Catherine and Eddie, in advance for meeting us and walking with us along the next stretch of the Icknield Way. Since I last spoke to the camera, we have finished the Ridgeway National Trail, and yesterday we camped in woods above Wendover and we were busted. First time ever in all the wild camping I've done that this has happened. We put the tents up reasonably late and we were away from a path, but not far enough away, it would appear, and the local gamekeeper saw us. He was very polite, we were very polite, and after he heard our story he said, not a problem, you can have permission, I just need to get it. If I don't come back within the hour, then consider the permission granted. He didn't come back, so that was great. Today we had a really easy walk from where we were camped above Wendover to Ivinghoe Beacon, where we finished the Ridgeway National Trail. And today, day one of the Icknield Way has seen us walk to Whipsnade, and that's the church behind me here, St Mary's Church at Whipsnade. So thank you very much for watching this video. Only one more to be made now, which will get us to Lowestoft and Ness Point. We've just raised now shy of £3,800, so it's going up all the time. So thank you ever so much to everyone who's donated. The link is in the description below if you haven't donated and you feel inspired enough to do so. But for the moment, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on video 4.
A low pressure on the way tonight and Saturday has been named by the Met Office as Storm Anthony, and this will bring some impactful weather our way.